This is one of the strangest and biggest stories I would say in gaming right now. This is massive because the people that were saying they were trying to save a game's online servers, basically bring them back from the dead with a fan project, it turns out they are now being accused of being the very ones who basically brought down the official servers. I'm talking with DDoS attacks. Yeah, so this is all surrounding the game LittleBigPlanet 3. Now at this point, this game is 12 years old, but it is still very big. Now, it was out on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, and you see, there's something with this game's history that basically brought the online servers to a complete close, which is completely devastating because a huge part of LittleBigPlanet is the whole online custom map part of it. We can just read it right from the Wikipedia article. It says, on March 12th, 2021, the LittleBigPlanet servers started experiencing DDoS attacks, and users reported that hackers were posting transphobic messages in the online mode, and as a result, all of the online servers were temporarily shut down a couple months later in May of 2021. But then a few months later, in September of 2021, the PS4 online servers for LittleBigPlanet 3 were brought back up, but the PS3 servers were shut down permanently. Then a few years later, January of 2024, the PS4 servers were temporarily shut down again due to a malicious game mod that caused users to be falsely banned from the PlayStation Network. And then a few months later, April 2024, the servers were permanently shut down due to ongoing technical issues, and this was resulting in a loss of at least 10 million online user-created levels. And then in October of that same year, 2024, LittleBigPlanet 3 was removed from the PlayStation 4 store. Definitely a harsh ending to what was otherwise a very widely respected, very positive game. Well, the thing is, it looked like it was all coming back. There was a big fan-made project called LBP Online. This was a whole fan-made project that was promising unofficial private servers for both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. It sounded like you basically had to just download something on a USB and then plug that USB into your PlayStation, and then you get access to these private servers. Sounded pretty cool. But now we've got a huge story that just broke on this. Kotaku did a pretty good job compiling all of this, so I've got this linked in the description. It says, fan project to save LittleBigPlanet shuts down as allegations of DDoS attacks and bigotry fly. So getting right to it, it says, on March 3rd of this year, long-serving LittleBigPlanet content creator A announced LBP Online. So as I mentioned, it says, by downloading a file to a USB drive and plugging it into your PS4 or PS5, you could reportedly download a custom map that would allow you to access privately hosted servers in LittleBigPlanet 3, and you did not need to even jailbreak your PlayStation of choice to pull it off. So yes, it all sounded very promising, and this was all going to come out just earlier this week, but we didn't get it. So it says, according to A's post on Instagram, LBP Online was supposed to officially roll out on May 4th, but that date has passed and LBP Online is nowhere to be found. So what happened? And it says this post on the r/LittleBigPlanet subreddit is what happened. Yeah, so the Reddit post is kind of what broke everything, what allegedly exposed everything. Before we get into that, we do see the Instagram post from A. This was just about 6 days ago, saying that May 4th, this was all supposed to launch, everything was going to be cool, but it looks like the project didn't launch. It didn't come out. We've not heard anything. So why is that? Well, it may have been because just a couple days after that Instagram post, I think this was actually May 3rd, the day before the project was supposed to come out, we did get this Reddit post. This isn't the whole thing. I have it linked in the description, but essentially, yes, it is alleging that the very people that are trying to host this fan-made project actually are the ones that brought down the official servers. So the article says, as it turns out, in the days leading up to LBP Online's release, the community turned on A. The Reddit post above alleged that both A and a user known as Epic, who were both working on the LBP Online project, were two of the people behind the DDoS attacks that had taken down the PS3 and PS4 versions of LittleBigPlanet 3, as well as LittleBigPlanet PS Vita. So it says, while the evidence in the initial post was a bit sparse, a Google Drive containing 72 files of A's crimes against LittleBigPlanet surfaced on the subreddit a couple of days later. And the biggest piece of evidence is a YouTube video uploaded on June 9th, 2024, which allegedly shows A and his cronies successfully DDoSing the servers for LittleBigPlanet PS Vita It says, I warned you not to watch that video at too loud of a volume as their shrill and squeaky voices are incredibly annoying. I can confirm that yes, it is a little annoying to listen to. I did watch it, and yeah, they're basically, allegedly, I guess I'll say, celebrating the servers being brought down by their own actions. So yes, this is a huge revelation and definitely something that is really going to shock the LittleBigPlanet community and just as a whole, something that is huge, unfortunately, for fan projects, fan communities, and you know, it sucks because the absolute majority of fan projects and fan communities are fantastic. The intentions are fantastic, and it is terrible that bad actors like this might make fan projects like this be seen in a not as good light going forward. And as far as the reason behind why they may have been the ones to DDoS the LittleBigPlanet 3 servers, it says, so that just leaves one question. Why? What possible reason could someone have for DDoSing the servers of a game like LittleBigPlanet 3? It says allegedly the group behind the DDoS attacks did so because they felt like LGBT people were ruining the game with pride flags. So yeah, based on the information that has been circulating, it appears that the DDoS attacks may have been connected to certain individuals, these two individuals, allegedly trying to send a message to the game and maybe the community, maybe about what they think about the pride flags that were in the game. It's important to remember that none of this has been fully confirmed. This is all just still an allegation, but a huge allegation. Even if part of this turns out to be true, it adds a really strange and bizarre and unsettling layer to a story that's already complicated, where the same group of individuals that were trying to apparently bring the LittleBigPlanet 3 servers back online may have been the ones connected to what originally shut it down. This is definitely a very bizarre way that this huge fan project may have come to an end for good.